Okay. I want to introduce esoteric Bible teaching or Bible teaching from a metaphysical perspective as it relates to metaphysics and us and our world and how our world came into be through this process. What I'm talk about uh, with vibration. So, like I said, you're going to hear me talk about energy, frequency, and vibration quite a bit because, like I said, it's everything that is everything in the universe. It's more to it, but just if you think of it along those terms, you remember those three words, it can start to reshape your understanding of everything, from the natural to the spiritual, to it all. So I want to go back. I want to go to the Book of Genesis, chapter 1, and the first chapter 1 through 4. I'll go ahead and read this. And it says, "In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light." I just want to stop there, and I'll go back to verse 2. And it says that, "And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters." So when we're talking about vibration, we're talking about movement. Everything, because like I explained before, everything is already energy. And it's either low energy or high energy, positive energy or negative energy. But everything is energy, and energy must be moving. So see, look how it says here that God moved, that key word. So when you're stepping into Godhood, this is what the esoteric Bible teaching is teaching us how to become divine, how to become God, because guess what? That word God there has been masked to give us monotheism, and in actuality it's a plural word, which is Elohim, which is the same word we use to describe the human spirit, which I'll get into another time. This is not the focus. But I did want to say you are God and God is you. So the creator is you and you are the creator. So it shows us here in a blueprint how to manifest. So the first thing you must do is you must raise your vibration in order to move. So you must have a system in place where in your life, and this you can do this through spiritual practices. You must have, like I said, you must have an energy source to energize yourself, so your vibration can be risen, so you can move more. So the more energy you have, the more you're going to vibrate. You see how that works? So the more energy you put into something in a contained body or a contained thing, the more it's gonna shake, or the more it's gonna move, or the more it's gonna, it's gonna vibrate. So your energy source can be God. Your energy source, like for me, it's the sun, and it's other metaphysical things I have. So your energy source is your spiritual practice. Whatever spiritual system you use or metaphysical system you use, you can get energy from that. So you must have an energy source to energize yourself in order to move. So let's just remember that. So excuse me, the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And then God said, "Let there be light." So so this is a blueprint. So when we have darkness, in order for us to beat darkness, first, like I said, we must be vibrating. We must have energy. We must be vibrating. And then when we speak, whenever there's a being that speaks that is of a high vibration, they speak at such a high frequency that they can move objects. That is the highest form of an ascended being, assuming human being, when they raise in that level of consciousness to the point where they can actually, when they speak, things move. This is what the ancient Egyptians were doing actually back then. If it, in, it, they were actually moving things with sound vibration. But you have to be at a very high level. You have to raise your vibration to such a high level to when you speak, things start to move and shape around you. Okay, now we can do this on a low level because we do this all the time. We actually do this all the time when we're speaking. We're speaking light or dark, and it's actually, when we're saying things, it actually is vibrating. It's sending things, it's moving things out of the way. Slowly but surely. It doesn't happen all at once. But when we start speaking things, whether it be low vibration or high vibration, whether we speak in darkness or light, that is going to be what's going to happen in our lives. Watch what you say on a daily. If you say certain things, you mean it, you're going to see those things. If it's like, for example, if I speak darkness, like some rappers may say over and over again that they're going to die, they're going to get shot, and they're going to get killed. Guess what that does? It starts to take place. It will take place at its own time because it's what's said, and they were vibrating when they said it. Meaning there's pure intent, there's intention in those words, and they manifest in one's life. So that's just an example in the dark, but that also can be done with the light. So let there be light. So when you're vibrating high, when you raise your vibration through tapping into an energy source, and you raise your vibration to a certain point, when you start to speak, things will start to move. And the higher you raise your vibration, the more you're able to move even physically immediately. So that's another level, but just know that's how things were created by higher vibrational beings that created the earth. All right, so these high vibrational beings that created the earth, that are actually Elohims, they then saw, this is the third step, they then saw what it is they spoke. Think about that for a moment. Just think about that for one moment. They saw. Let me read it. Matter of fact, I didn't read that. Okay. And God saw the light, in verse 4, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. So basically, speaking light and life, positivity, created a positive effect in the middle of a dark situation. Human beings, we have that power. We've always had this power. We've been doing this without even our we've been doing this subconsciously, we've been doing this. Now that we're conscious of this process of manifesting, which people call the secret and got kind of weird about, it's really just our part of our nature. Now so we have to understand that you must learn how to vibrate higher in order to speak at higher frequency to manifest greater results. So this is why you must be positive. You must listen to positive things. You must think positively. You must eat positive. You got to catch that. See what I said? You must eat positive energy to send higher and faster. So when you say a thing, that thing will happen. So this is just a lesson one, or just an introduction lesson. And I just wanted to get this out there. It's an introduction lesson to share with esoteric Bible teaching, how it relates to, how it relates to metaphysics. So that is kind of where we're headed more as get into the Black Hippie Jesus podcast, the Black Hippie Jesus YouTube channel, and other channels. I'm going to get into how we can use the Bible, which is actually a wonderful book that's based on magic and mentalism and its hermetic principle. There's so much of the ancient world in this book that people don't understand that we can use to benefit our lives. So it's like to call it esoteric Bible teaching, and I'm really going to help people elevate using the magic of this book. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for listening to this broadcast, and I will be getting more information out to you. I'm gonna start a Patreon, get closer to a lot of you all, so I can help help you all in this time transition to the new world. All right, so y'all be blessed. Black Hippie Jesus signing out. God bless.